Today we're going to be making LCG soap, which consists of lemongrass essential oils, coffee, grounds, and ginger. I'm going to have 10 ounces of coconut oil, 18 ounces of olive oil, 2 ounces of grapeseed oil, 2 ounces of almond oil, 1 ounce of castor oil, 12.5 ounces of water, which I actually made a ginger tea, and then 4.7 ounces of lye. You can see we're really measuring out the oil here because it's going to make about 51.2 ounces of batch weight soap. So we want to make sure that everything is measured out correctly because it's a lot of liquid and we want the soap to actually set. Without measuring it correctly, the soap will probably be too soft. So to prepare the tea that we used instead of the water, I took about 2 inches of fresh ginger root, thinly sliced it and boiled it for 5 minutes. And then I drained it into a container, which allowed me to measure out my 12.5 ounces of ginger tea. The tea was too hot in order to mix it because when you mix lye with water, there's an exothermic reaction which raises the temperature of the water by about 100 degrees. So I didn't want this to instantly boil when I mixed it together. So the tea ended up going into the freezer so that way I could cool it down. Once it was at the right temperature, I went ahead and mixed the lye with the tea. At the same time, when the oil is heating up on the stove, it's getting up to about 140 degrees. Then you can go ahead and take it off the burner because you're going to let both the lye and the oil cool down to about 110 degrees before you mix it in together like we're doing in the video. And then once you got it all mixed, you're going to stick in your stick blender or your immersion blender and you're going to blend for approximately 10 minutes or until you reach trace. I call trace basically once I pull the immersion blender out where medium to soft peaks are left, kind of like making lemon meringue pie. At that point is when you can add in your extra ingredients, which in this case is 2 tablespoons of used coffee grounds and then 2 tablespoons of the lemongrass essential oil. It's actually mixing pretty well, but it is an extra soft soap. Once it's all mixed, you're going to take it out of your vessel and put it into the mold and let it set for 24 hours. This one was pretty heavy, so we had to be extra careful. At this point, you want to take care not to get this on your skin at this point because the lye is still very active and can cause irritation, so just be careful. Once you let this set for 24 hours, you're going to be able to demold it and then cut it into the appropriate size bars that you want, which is exactly what's happening in this part of the video. I really like this soap making kit that came with the molds and the knife that I got off Amazon. It was about 20 bucks. Comes with 2 boxes and 2 molds, but it's really, really easy to use. And more importantly for me, very, very easy to clean. At this stage in the soap making process, I'm really getting a good smell for this bar of soap, and it smells really, really good. I like the mix of lemongrass, coffee, and ginger. And as you can see, once I get it set into place here, it's very, very easy to cut. And then you're going to let it cure for 4 to 6 weeks before you can use this soap. We have a bunch of different kinds that we're working with right now, but most of my close family will be getting these for Christmas. And look at that